Hello, my friends. This is Sri, and today you usually find me either doing a trek, climbing a mountain, seeing a waterfall, or doing something related to the nature. But today I'm going to do something completely different. I thought of doing a phone review. It sounds, I know it sounds crazy, right? He is going to do a phone review. What does he know about? You might be thinking, well, I'm no tech geek. I actually have no expertise in terms of these gadgets and all these things. But I just thought, I just bought, I think a couple of weeks ago, this beautiful Nokia 7 Plus. My seventh Nokia phone ever since I started using mobiles. So I thought, as it is a new device, as there are a lot of people who are sort of like on the fence, they can't decide as to whether to buy the Nokia because now it's a new company, HMD Global. Is it the same old Nokia? Can they deliver the goods that the good old Nokia used to do? So I thought I'll share my experience of this phone so that it will be easier for you to make up your mind if you ever come to a point that you are sort of like undecided as to go for this phone or for something else. Right, I'll be talking to you about mainly on four areas. The one is the build quality, secondly the camera performance, third, what's third now, the battery, yeah, how the battery performs, and finally the overall performance of the phone, how the stock Android whether it lives up to the hype. So let's get started without wasting a lot of time. And this phone, as you can see, it's a well built device, a beautifully crafted device. I would even go the distance and say it's an engineering marvel. Such a well thought, well built phone. So when you hold it in your hand, you can really feel that it's a solid device. It's very sturdy. I'm sure it can take a beating. So there are no complaints whatsoever. So the Nokia, even though the HMD Global is the new uh, carrier of the Nokia logo, they have done an exceptional job in terms of building this phone. Great device. There are no complaints whatsoever. I actually looked at Huawei Nova 3 and 3 iPhones when I went to buy this phone in the phone shop. Honestly, I felt as if I was holding a plastic toy when I was examining them in the phone shop. It didn't have this premium build quality of the Nokia. So, well, there is no disrespect for Huawei. I don't know how those phones are performing, but when you just hold it, the first impression was, well, just a piece of plastic that I'm holding on, not a valuable phone. So build quality, top class, 100 marks, there are no problems whatsoever. And in terms of the camera, rather than me ranting about how this camera is performing, what are the features and all these things, I'm sure you can find hundreds and hundreds of videos and many other blogs where people talk about its camera. I actually did two video series, two episodes in two different conditions, so that you can see for yourself how the camera is performing. I did it in one setup. It was calm and quiet, a park where there were no people. The outside noise was minimal. Everything was shot in the camera. There was no external mic or anything. And the other one was on top of a mountain, about 4,000 feet up. There was a lot of wind, a lot of you know problems. The phone trying to distinguish between my voice and the wind noise. So you can check both of them and make up your mind whether it lives up to your expectation. After all, it's going to be you who's going to be using this phone. Therefore, if you are satisfied with the results, well, that's about it. But anyway, I've been using this beautiful Nokia camera phones all this time, starting from N9, Lumia 920, 930. They were great phones, excellent quality. I think 7 Plus is in the same league. I think I have no complaints whatsoever. However, there is a bit of niggle when you try to capture a macro photograph, especially these flowers, leaves, maybe insects. Uh, this struggles a bit when trying to focus very close to the phone. I actually tried many different angles, many different settings, but it doesn't simply work. You just have to like hold it at a certain distance for you to take it, the picture. Unlike in my previous Lumia 930, that could take pictures extremely close up to the subject. But this, for some strange reason, doesn't do that. But apart from that, the wide angle camera, 2 times optical zoom camera, and the selfie camera, they are excellent. I actually don't see any difference between these and my previous Lumia 930 camera. Excellent build quality, excellent camera performance. Right, and also uh, this is a bit of a novel experience because I'm used to a shutter button somewhere here in my Lumias. Now this phone doesn't have that, so I just have to start getting used to using this shutter button with my touch option. That's also going to be a bit of a problem because I'm not used to that. Anyway, moving on to the battery performance. I'm just an average user. I don't use the phone like all the time. So for me, this last 2 days and a bit more, there were no problems using it for 2 days. The battery performance is excellent, and it doesn't get warm, doesn't heat up. When you use it for a very long time, you might feel a bit of warmth somewhere here, but it's nothing unbearable and it's just negligible. So the battery doesn't heat up and the performance is excellent. You can easily last 2 days. Even if you are a very heavy user, I'm sure you can get away with 1 day easily with a bit of margin. So battery performance, once again, excellent. 2 days is no problem. Finally, the performance, the stock Android performance overall. I'm actually new to Android. This is my first ever Android phone. I come from Symbian in the ancient Lumia Nokias, then the Windows experience of 6 years. So this is a bit of a, once again, another novel experience. So far, I haven't found any lag. It just works great, smooth and fluid. And updates, security updates, monthly security updates, they are delivered as promised by Nokia. Excellent. So overall, the performance is great. And I'm not somebody who downloads every other app on the App Store. So I have only the apps that I really use, I really need. So it could be one of the reasons why this is working so smoothly. But this 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal memory, great. There were no hiccups, no problem. So it works as advertised. Well folks, that is my 2 cents about the Nokia 7 Plus. A great phone and great investment. So if you are thinking of buying a phone, a mid-range, this is great. I think even this is a good phone as a substitute for a flagship device, because this does the job and there are no problems whatsoever. In terms of the price, in Sri Lanka I bought it for about 65,000 rupees. That translates into approximately 400 USD, which is quite reasonable for a phone like this with the specs and build quality and all. So all in all, a great device, highly recommended. Well, those are my thoughts, and this is my first ever review of some sort on a phone. So if there were any flaws, any mistakes, I'm really sorry about that. And if you have any questions related to the Nokia 7 Plus, please comment below. I'll try to answer them from my experience. I'm no expert by any means. I'll try to answer them using my experience of this phone, so that it might be of some use for you. Thanks for watching, and you can watch the camera sample videos after this. Have a nice day. Take care.